Alright, I'm feeling lucky today, so let's do 10. You notice I won't have my ring. I broke it. It was cracked, but you know, it finally has the last little thread pulled and popped. But luckily it's an Enzo, so you know they got the lifetime guarantee. So I just gotta contact them and fill out the little paperwork, get a new one in the mail. Georgia. All right, let's look for W's. Let's look for silver errors. And then just in case you haven't been following the quarters, we got the potential, the chances of error coins, bicentennial, random, like very different quarters. And then in the back, we got the state quarters that are looking real good. Put them aside just to go through the state quarters. I actually did keep and put in an album. From there, if one of those are in better shape, I'll just replace it. So nothing too fancy, just in case. They were good looking coins. I know this one has a ghost face error, but I'm not putting those aside. Betsy Coleman goes over there. That one has an error on the wheels. Yeah, if there's any other errors that you know of, feel free, drop a comment, let me know. But yeah, going through quarters while I'm waiting on the house to come in. I swung in there today. Order got delayed, but it should be here. But it's on its way, so they'll call me when it's in and I'll pick it up, and then we'll see how we go from there. Might do a little splitsy, might do you know, just go back to doing halves. I don't know. I don't mind the quarters. I just feel halves have, you know, that better chance I always talk about because of that 40%er. So I do appreciate the halves for that. Ooh, Wisconsin. I'll put that with the Wisconsin. I know there's more errors in some of these quarters, or potential, I should say, than what I'm putting aside. Ooh, 66. 2 years too old. But I can't look through them all. I try to go through a bunch of different coins and see how they turn out. So looking for a lot of different things. It's hard to keep everything intact in the brain. I know some people got the mats going on. The building would be engulfed, it looked like, from the pictures I've seen, which is a cool area. I would hope to find that one day. All right, 2 down. Yes, this is gonna be a little bit longer of a video. Tell you what, could use a W, so we'll see what we can pull out. It's never a bad day though. I was at the bank. They're saying at least they know when I go in. Bicentennial, set that aside. That's going to be an easy, smooth transaction. Nobody's going to get yelled at, because apparently people take out their frustrations on the people trying to help them. I mean, that's nothing new, but still curious as to why, right? Like, if you're getting mad at the person that, you know, they're telling you they can't help you and for specific reasons, why do people just kirk out on them? I don't know. I feel like those people need to go do a customer service job, because they haven't done one before. Or if you feel you did kirk out on somebody and it was justified, let me know. Sometimes it may be. I could think of a couple scenarios. If the person behind the counter is just being super rude, I mean, no reason you should stoop to their level, but that's not the world we live in. Yeah, if there was a justify why it would be okay. I'm curious. I'm curious your guys' thoughts. I told him at the bank, I said, well, you know, it's funny that somebody would be cussing at you guys since you're dealing with their money. You know, they trust the bank enough to put their money in with that bank. You are a representation of the bank, and they're cussing you out. So what does that say? I guess no field safe, right? From the public. 67. If there was, I feel like there'd be a line to work there. And maybe there is. There we got a nice Colorado up there. Yep. I'll set it up there. It doesn't hurt. Ooh. This one I'm only going to do if there's an error, but there's a huge die crack that goes through the star. I'm only going to pull that one out if I see the error, just because it's so obvious. This one, that building would be, look like it's in flames. Some of them aren't as obvious, but some of them are. I think there was something with a spitting horse. I forget if it was that one, if it was a different one. It's called the spitting horse error. Yep. There's so many different mint errors that, you know, they live rent free in my head. They don't help me any other place than here. So, you know, it's funny how much knowledge you can put into something that you enjoy, and brain power and space. But you just remember random things. I try to keep up with like the rules to some of the sports now. It's so hard because they keep changing it. Like NFL talking about banning the tush push because people can't stop the Eagles. But then a team did. And if it's unstoppable, why wouldn't everybody just be using it? So many different conversations on that. I don't know why those are different colors, but I usually set them aside. And not like it's that much to not set aside. There was something with one of these, I thought. It might have been just I saw the W with the cross one. And W is West Point. There should not be any West Point coins in circulation. Sometimes you get lucky and find them. And they usually go for a lot more than a quarter. I think I saw, like, conservatively it's like 10 bucks. Which, if I can turn a quarter into $10, it's a good deal. Alright. So, I'm going to do it any chance I get. So that's one of the reasons we do it, you know. Turn $1 into 2. Why not? Mainly looking for the silver, which 64 in order for quarters and dimes. Had father-in-law tell me he just found a old silver dime he's gonna give me, because I get him his dimes whenever he needs them. He likes to put them in the grandkids' banks, little piggy banks. I told him if he finds silver, how to find it. I'd trade him for it. Oh, we did it. There's that W. We were just talking about that. Yeah. What a find. Talking about silver after just talking about the W, and there it is. So yeah, you know we set that aside. And the way he was describing, I think he said it was like a 60s, which made me believe it was going to be a mercury dime. That's a P. I can't believe we just pulled a West Point after talking about it. And there's something with the bat, too. I forget what happened with the bat. Look at that. West Point in the house. I got these right from the bank, so... This looks like it just has stuff on it. Yep. But these... So these newer ones, they kinda... No, they're not. Yep. Just new. Okay, those were the 3 interesting standouts. Let's see if we can find anything else. Yep. I didn't even see that, P. Yeah, so we'll see what happens when he hands that over. See what it actually is. But it sounded like it was going to be a mercury, but it could just very well be a regular dime, just 64 and older. He said it felt different, and he could tell on the look. So he pulled that aside, and I said, "Good thing you told me you'd exchange out the dimes for cash instead of taking it to the bank." So that would be 2 he found for me, because he already gave me Oh, who's on the dime? I'm blanking on who's on the dime, but he already gave me one. So that's why you want to look at the mint marks, though. We found a W. Car door. Looks like the wife is home. So we may stop after this one. Unless she goes right in and puts the babe to sleep. We'll see, but probably gonna hear a yell. Ooh, Arkansas. That's a good Arkansas. I don't think that's up there yet. I forget if the... it's P. I always look for that. There. That one was going for some serious money for an error. But as always, if you know what to look for to turn $1 into more, look for it. I'm trying to always learn. Oop. You know, because more things keep coming out. You just never know. We'll do 9. We'll do lucky 9 and we'll save 1. We'll do a 6 in the next hunt. Looks like we got a lot of newer-ish coins. Oop. I haven't seen anything come out about North Dakota. The front's good. It don't hurt to sit up there for a minute. If I have to make a bank run, I'll check them before. But still super hype on the West Point. I see people getting them in the drive-thru and all that. And I've not found one till just now. All right, there we go. There's 9. I know I promised 10, but 9 will do. Daddy duty's call. Pulled a W. And we'll catch you guys in the next one.